What's up, everybody? Back with another edition of the Year in Wrestling 2011. Part 3. This is my final video on the year 2011. So, I can't remember if I talked about SummerSlam in the last video. I just can't. So, I'll talk about it again. SummerSlam 2011 kicked off with U.S. Champion Dolph Ziggler defeating Alex Riley to retain the Intercontinental title. Rey Mysterio and Kofi Kingston and John Morrison teamed up in a 6-man tag to defeat Alberto Del Rio, The Miz, and R-Truth. Mark Henry defeated Sheamus by countout, which was pretty boring. Divas champion Kelly Kelly defeated Beth Phoenix to retain the Divas title. Wade Barrett defeated Daniel Bryan. Randy Orton pinned World Heavyweight Champion and defeated Christian in a no-holds-barred match to win the World Heavyweight Championship. The main event was CM Punk defeating WWE Champion John Cena to win the title. At the time, they both had WWE titles because Punk left after Money in the Bank and returned after he signed a new contract, returned with the WWE title still. And then after the match, Alberto Del Rio pinned and defeated CM Punk to win the title after he cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase. Now on to Night of Champions 2011. Daniel Bryan defeated Heath Slater. And then the main events were John Cena defeating WWE Champion Alberto Del Rio by submission to win the title. And then Triple H defeated CM Punk. Triple H and CM Punk were in a short feud. And I thought it was the wrong decision to have Triple H kind of try to bury Punk and defeat Punk. Triple H wins. Whatever. I thought it was the wrong decision to do that, but it happened. Now, not Money in the Bank, Hell in the Cell took place in October 2011. Main events were Alberto Del Rio defeating WWE Champion John Cena to win the WWE Championship back. It changed hands twice at SummerSlam, changed hands again at Night of Champions, and it changed hands again at Hell in a Cell. That is way too much, having the WWE title change hands. That is overboard and overkill. So, and then the other main event was Triple H defeating that was Night Champions. The main event was Alberto Del Rio defeating John Cena and CM Punk in a triple threat match. I believe is in the Hell in a Cell. World Heavyweight Championship, I don't think was defended at Hell in a Cell 2011. Or maybe it was. World Heavyweight Champion Mark Henry defeated Randy Orton. There you go. Now I'm going to talk about Vengeance, which took place like 2-3 weeks later, in the same month of October 2011. Main events were Randy Orton first defeated Cody Rhodes one-on-one. That was a good match. World Heavyweight Champion Mark Henry defeated The Big Show when it ended in a no contest. I believe Mark Henry suplexed Big Show off the top rope, and then the ring broke like it did in all three with Brock and Big Show. Anyways, WWE Champion main event. The other main event was Alberto Del Rio defeating John Cena by TKO in a last man standing match. I was happy Del Rio won and retained because I didn't need to see Cena champion again. And I didn't want to. Now on to Survivor Series. And after I talk about the last WWE pay-per-view, TLC, from 2011, now I'll talk about TNA. Survivor Series took place from Madison Square Garden, WWE's home arena, basically. Santino Marella defeated Jinder Mahal. I don't know why that match was on pay-per-view. It shouldn't have been. U.S. Champion Dolph Ziggler defeated John Morrison, which probably was a good match. I don't really remember it. Divas Champion Beth Phoenix defeated Eve Torres in a Lumberjill match. Cody Rhodes, Dolph Ziggler, Hunico, Jack Swagger, and Wade Barrett in a Survivor Series elimination match defeated the team of Kofi Kingston, Mason Ryan. I remember that guy. He looked like he was on steroids, and he looked like a younger Batista with hair. He was gone real quick. He was only in the company like 2 or 3 years. Maybe a little longer because he's in FCW for a while. So Kofi Kingston, Mason Ryan, Randy Orton, Sheamus, and Sin Cara lose to Wade Barrett, Jack Swagger, Hunico, Dolph, and Cody Rhodes. So there you go. Anyways, I was getting distracted by this stupid TMZ that I have on TV. So that was a Survivor Series elimination match. Up next, Big Show defeated World Heavyweight Champion Mark Henry by DQ. Son of a bitch, I think, this fucking thing. Anyways, something's fucked up on my TV. Where the hell was I? Big Show defeats Mark Henry for the World Heavyweight Championship, and they're showing Ric Flair for some reason on TMZ. I gotta
Probably
hear this.
personally kept the airport bars in business since the 70s, but this was not a case of Rick being drunk. He was just he just had a cut hand, and that's all it was.
Can I chime in for a second? I don't want to totally wrestle fan nerd out right now.
Yeah, here we go.
They were just in Europe and all across the Middle East touring like crazy. And his daughter is the world women's champion right now, go still, that's Charlotte. And he's a big part of the storylines, go me. So I'm just saying, that'd be huge if he got a DUI, because that would affect you. I don't care, you're not listening.
No. We're totally listening.
No, you're not. I literally
remember when you said you weren't going to wrestle
you want me to repeat it? They've been in Dubai. They've been traveling all over the place. His daughter is the world champion right now, and they are worried that we are not listening right now is where I ended. But Reagan, you're meshing reality and the show on
exactly.
TV.
Well, because it is reality.
There's business ramifications here. If Ric Flair were to get drunk in an airport,
what does that have to do with his? What does that have to do with his daughter being champion?
He's a huge part. Because
somebody could hit him with a chair.
Still won the belt.
He's still a Rolex wearing, jet flying, all that stuff. Son of a gun. Woo. Whiskey swirling. That's right.
This is Brandon from Martinsburg, West Virginia. I just think he's been touring too much, and he probably hurt himself overseas, and he's probably just wore out when the cops arrived to wake him up.
Hard to tell from the photo.
Yeah.
Okay, we are going to move on.
I guess, I don't know if you can hear it, I don't know if you care. I apologize for watching TMZ, but there's a story about Ric Flair, and I wanted to hear it. Apparently, there was a picture posted on TMZ, I guess it was on their website, because they had their letters all over the picture. So I guess Ric Flair passed out in an airport, and the cops had to wake him up in the airport. I don't know if the guy was drunk and passed out because he drank too much. Who knows? I believe they have bars in airports, I guess. I don't really go to airports because I barely travel anywhere on airplanes. I hate flying. I do not like flying. Anyways, I prefer driving anywhere than flying. If Ric Flair passed out because he drank too much, that's pretty sad. But maybe he just passed out because the guy's pretty old and maybe he's just tired from traveling, because he probably was in Europe, as they said. on TMZ, I don't know if you could hear, they said WWE just had an overseas tour. And Ric Flair maybe is just worn out and tired. That's why he passed out in the airport. Hopefully Ric Flair and Charlotte, hopefully Charlotte doesn't get punished if Ric Flair was drunk. Hopefully Charlotte is not punished, because I would hate for that to happen. Back to Survivor Series 2011. As I said, Big Show defeated Mark Henry to win the world, or Big Show defeated Mark Henry by DQ, so he didn't win the World Heavyweight title. CM Punk defeated Alberto Del Rio to win the WWE Championship. Punk got a huge pop, huge reaction when he won the title. And I believe he jumped in the crowd and celebrated in New York with the fans. Up next was the main event, which was pretty stupid because the main event was a tag match, and it wasn't the WWE title match, which it should have been. It was a tag match because The Rock decided to return. He returned on Raw, and I believe he announced he was back and he was never leaving again or something like that. And that he was home, and the WWE is his home. And then John Cena came out and asked him to team with him at Survivor Series. So it's Cena and The Rock. And that's a pretty big dream team. Cena and The Rock. I'm sure a lot of people are pretty excited. I wasn't that excited, but I was happy to see The Rock return and wrestle for the first time since 2004. So The Rock and Cena defeat Awesome Truth, The Miz and R-Truth. It was a pretty good main event. Rock looked pretty damn good in the ring. He still had it. Now on to TLC. December pay-per-view of 2011. The final WWE pay-per-view of 2011. Drew McIntyre defeated Alex Riley to kick off the pay-per-view. Zack Ryder defeated U.S. champion Dolph Ziggler to win the title. This was a big moment. I was really happy for Zack Ryder. Fans gave him a huge pop when he won the U.S. title. When he finally won the U.S. title at TLC, and he got a huge pop. Did Zack Ryder. He was super over with the crowd and with the fans in 2011. Tag team titles. Airborne, Evan Bourne, and Kofi Kingston defeated Epico and Primo. And Evan Bourne, I believe, was suspended once or twice, maybe 3 times, for failing drug tests in the wellness policy program. I don't know if he failed 3 times, and that's why WWE got rid of him. But anyways, they released Evan Bourne. The guy kept returning after suspensions, and you get injured and break his ankle or something like that. But Evan Bourne, the guy's doing great, and Matt Sydal is his name. He's doing great in Ring of Honor. Divas title. Beth Phoenix defeated Kelly Kelly. Triple H defeated Kevin Nash in a sledgehammer match where I believe they had to climb a ladder to get the sledgehammer. For Nash, the guy was not a full-time wrestler anymore. Kevin Nash looked pretty good in the match. I'm glad he didn't, Kevin Nash, I'm glad he didn't get injured and tear his quad, because that would have sucked. Anyways, Big Show defeated World Heavyweight Champion Mark Henry to win the title in a chairs match. Nobody really gave a fuck. And then Daniel Bryan, this was great. Daniel Bryan came out, cashed in his Money in the Bank, and Daniel Bryan won the World Heavyweight Championship after he pinned the Big Show to win the World Heavyweight Championship. That was a great moment. I was really happy, even though Daniel Bryan at the time was playing a heel. I was a big fan of his, heel or face. Main event was, or before the main event, Cody Rhodes defeated Booker T. That was a pretty good match. It was good to see Booker T come out and have like one last match. I think his last match was at TLC 2011. CM Punk, main event was CM Punk defeating Alberto Del Rio and The Miz in a triple threat TLC match to retain the WWE Championship. It was a damn good triple threat. I really enjoyed it. Ricardo Rodriguez took a sick bump off the ladder over the top rope through a table. It was insane. That spot had to hurt. And I was really happy to see CM Punk retain the title. And the guy would go on to have one of the longest reigns in WWE history. I believe it's number 4 all time. The longest WWE title reigns. Now, on to TNA. In their 2011, I think I talked about Sacrifice. And I talked about Slammiversary. So I'll start with No Surrender. No Surrender, which took place on September 2011. Main event was, again, I'm just talking about the main events, except for Bound for Glory. Then I'll talk about every match. For the rest of the pay-per-views, for TNA, if they're not Slammiversary or Lockdown or Bound for Glory, I'm just going to talk about the main events because it'd take too long to talk about every single match on every pay-per-view. So the main event was Kurt Angle, TNA World Champion, defeating Mr. Anderson and Sting in a triple threat. It was pretty good. Now Bound for Glory, their biggest show of the year, took place in Philadelphia. The crowd was pretty hot. World Tag Team Champions, Mexican America, some dude's name I can't pronounce, and Hernandez, defeated Inc., Jesse Neal, and Shannon Moore. X Division Champion Austin Aries defeated Brian Kendrick. That was a good match, I'm sure. Rob Van Dam defeated Jerry Lynn in a Full Metal Mayhem match. This might have been Jerry Lynn's retirement, or maybe it wasn't. I don't remember. But Jerry Lynn, RVD, they had great, epic, legendary matches in '99 in ECW. Much better than they did in 2011. Up next, Mr. Anderson defeated Bully Ray in a Falls Count Anywhere Philadelphia street fight. Up next, Knockouts action. Velvet Sky defeated Knockouts champion Winter, Mickie James, and Madison Rayne in a 4-way to win the Knockouts title. I was really happy for Velvet Sky. Is a big fan of hers. In 2011, I was happy she became Knockouts champion for the first time. I was also a big fan of Angelina Love in TNA in 2011, and I was a fan of Winter and Mickie James. But Mickie was in the match. Angelina Love was not. It was Velvet, Sky, Winter, Mickie James, and Madison Rayne. And Velvet won the title. Up next, AJ Styles defeated his bitter rival. They had a great feud, many matches for years and years in TNA. AJ defeated Christopher Daniels in an I Quit match. That was good shit. Sting defeated Hulk Hogan by submission. This match was weird. And it wasn't very good. Basically, Hogan, he couldn't do anything. He couldn't take any bumps on his back. He couldn't take many bumps because he wasn't even supposed to be wrestling. The guy had like 7 back surgeries. I mean, people can give Hogan, they can talk shit about Hogan all they want, but the guy had 7 back surgeries and basically broke his back for this business. So, Sting defeated Hogan. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed seeing it, but it was not a good match. World Champion, the main event, TNA World Champion Kurt Angle defeated Bobby Roode. They had a very good match. Very good. Now on to Turning Point 2011. Main event was, first we had Jeff Hardy defeat Jeff Jarrett. And then The main event was World Heavyweight Champion Bobby Roode defeating AJ Styles. That was good shit. Now on to Final Resolution. The December 2011 pay-per-view. The main events were... First we had Knockouts champion Gail Kim defeating Mickie James. That was good. James Storm defeated Kurt Angle. That was damn good. Jeff Hardy defeated Jeff Jarrett in a steel cage match. I don't remember that match. I don't even remember if I saw Final Resolution 2011. I don't even remember if I ordered it. Anyways, in an Iron Man match, TNA World Champion Bobby Roode defeated it ended, Bobby Roode versus AJ Styles ended in a draw. It was damn good. I'm going to talk about now Ring of Honor's final battle, I believe in 2011. They had their final battle pay-per-view. That's, 2011 final battle was from Hammerstein Ballroom in NYC. Here we go. Michael Elgin defeated TJ Perkins, who went on to TNA to become Manic. Pretty good character. And before that, he was Suicide, I believe. And then he became Manic. Tommaso Ciampa defeated Jimmy Rave. TV champion Jay Lethal defeated El Generico and Michael Bennett in a triple threat elimination match. That was damn good. Even though I didn't see much of Final Battle 2011, I don't really remember much of it. I did not see the whole show. Kevin Steen and El Generico, by the way, in the triple threat for the TV title, El Generico was Sami Zayn. Kevin Steen, who is now Kevin Owens. Kevin Steen defeated Steve Corino. They were in a bitter feud. I remember their feud. It was pretty good stuff. Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, defeated Caprice Coleman and Cedric Alexander. And Harlem and Lance somebody, the All Night Express, Kenny King and Rep Titus, and Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly in a tag team gauntlet to win a future title shot at the NXT, future title shot for the Ring of Honor tag team titles. So the Young Bucks get a future shot at the tag titles. Roderick Strong defeated Chris Hero. I'm sure that match was damn good. Jay and Mark Briscoe defeated the tag team champions, wrestling's greatest tag team, Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin. That was damn good. Heavyweight champion Davey Richards, Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion Davey Richards defeated Eddie Edwards. That was damn good. They would go on to TNA to become the Wolves. They would also team up in Ring of Honor and become the American Wolves. That was a damn good match. Davey Richards versus Eddie Edwards. I remember watching it on Ring of Honor TV. I believe they got their TV deal syndicated. And they got their syndication TV deal, I believe, in 2011. And I think it started in September or October of 2011. Ring of Honor had TV. So I was very happy about that because then we had 3 companies to watch. Ring of Honor, TNA, WWE. 3 companies again to watch. 3 companies again on pay-per-view. So there it is. Year in Wrestling 2011 is in the books. Hope you enjoyed it. Follow me on Twitter if you'd like, at TNA WWE Guy. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you know any friends on Twitter that are big wrestling fans like you that are watching, or if you're watching and you're a big wrestling fan, tell your friends to please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I make videos, new videos every single week. So tell them to subscribe to my channel. I am Justin, TNA WWE Guy on Twitter. You can find my picture. I'm next to a giant dog's face. That's my aunt's dog. It's a giant dog. Anyways, bye for now, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the Year in Wrestling 2011. I'll probably do a year in wrestling for 2012 starting Friday. Bye for now.